At half of the press. Well, my people, me here for drop the real news, news, reviews, everything in a one right this or right there, my people. So all I want to know to do is like up the video, share out the video, subscribe to my channel, my people. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Let's get right into it.
A corrupt government cannot liberate the people. If the head of the stream is corrupt, the entire river will be also.
A blessed good morning to you, my wisdom warriors. Wagwan, wagwan. I hope you guys are in good spirit. Well, in the morning here, we are going to kick it off like this.
And I quote what she said. I want to pay tribute to Minister Phillips and his colleagues for what has been a clear change of course. Making the hard choices and successfully completing 4 reviews. Right? She described the program's success as astonishing, a testament to Jamaica's disciplined and transparent economic management. And you will remember that she chose to come to Jamaica. And in that picture is the most honorable Portia Simpson Miller, Dr. Peter Phillips, and Horace Dweet. Mr. Speaker, it was our commitment to macro-fiscal stability and prudent fiscal management that rescued the economy. The structural and fiscal reforms we implemented laid the groundwork for the positive macro stability we now enjoy. We birthed the economic stability that the JLP's botched attempt at it in 2019. We are committed to that macro-fiscal stability in 2025, and we will ensure that we entrench it so that no government can play with something that is as important as this. So that this forms the basis, the foundation for high and sustained economic growth. Mr. Speaker, to be honest, we never planned to go through this. But when I heard the history lesson on Tuesday,
that is on plan.
Said, well,
and you see the next thing, the labor right them know. So una wicked, you know. And I like so the labor right supporters don't know. They know these things. They know these things. You understand? Who don't know are the one them not really understand. We're going back in the day. Every day on the get up, and when I talk about PNP. Every day on the get up, I talk about PNP make crime this. Who caused crime in Jamaica? It was Edward Seaga.
Mr. Speaker, I know
so how the hell on the out here every day talk about PNP? And so because pressure bus pipe and una see the people them a cheer for Mark Golding, una get vexed and go up in our feelings. My wisdom warriors, I want to listen to this voice note. And then we are going to elaborate. Hear this.
Who are the beneficiaries of that prosperity? It can't be prosperity for only a well-connected few. Yes. But make no mistake about it, Mr. Speaker, for the majority of Jamaicans, life remains a struggle. Life remains a struggle. Many people are just struggling to make their ends meet. What this government has neglected to tell the people is that prosperity doesn't come out of thin air. It's a result of strong, sustained economic growth. Growth is what allows a government to create the conditions for prosperity. Higher economic growth means higher salaries. You can afford the lifestyle that you want. More revenues allows the government to invest in roads, hospitals, the healthcare system, so that we can improve the quality of life. Now, Mr. Speaker, the government likes to position their economic record on the basis that growth has only been interrupted by external conditions, namely COVID and the shocks of hurricanes. Right? Now, Madam Speaker, I'll ask you to look at the data from 2016 to 2019. This was a period where they promised the 5 in 4, the famous 5% growth in 4 years. And let's look at the data. It's not my data, it's starting data. In 2016, growth was 1.5%. In 2017, it was 0.7%. 0.7%. In 2018, 1.8%. And 2019, before COVID, it had fallen to 1%. This is before COVID. So if you average the 4 years, you're talking about growth of about 1.2%, less than 2% growth. And they had actually promised 5 in 4 growth. Now let's look at what happened during the COVID pandemic. We had a very steep fall of about a 10% fall. And quite frankly, we had a very strong recovery. We had what I would consider a V-shaped recovery. So we fell by 10% in 2020, strong recovery in 2021, strong recovery in 2022, and 2023. But what we saw, Mr. Speaker, is that having recovered from the steep fall, we have now gone back to the low growth that we have had. So the projection for 2024 is that we're going to have negative growth of just under 1%, 0.9 of 1%. But, Mr. Speaker, it's important for us to look at the growth data leading up to Hurricane Beryl. Because, again, the narrative that is being, the false narrative is that it's only because of Beryl why we ended up with that economic growth. So let's look at the quarters leading up to, let's look at the quarters leading up. You will, if you look at the data starting on that side of the chart in 2022, that continued to reflect the recovery from COVID. So there is 6.5%, 4.8, 5.8, 3.8, 4.1. And then we come down to 2.5 and then 2.3. And then we come down again to 1.6, 1.2. And then immediately before Beryl hit, we were at 0.3, 0.3 of 1% before Beryl hit. So you will see that while we enjoyed positive growth, meaning it was negative, there has been a steady deceleration of growth leading up to COVID. Leading up to Beryl, sorry. So we're not talking about any external factors here up to this point. There was no shock. We're just seeing a steady deceleration of growth, Mr. Speaker. So it is important to note that Jamaica was one of among the very few Caribbean countries that, even though affected by Beryl, that did not register positive growth after Beryl. And so Beryl can't just be the sole explanation for why our growth rates have remained so anemic, when other countries within the region who were also affected have been able to respond and grow. The government has had 9 years in office with record high tax revenues, macro fiscal stability, but yet still they have failed to make the necessary meaningful investments to create a new economic model to spur growth. And where has that left us? We have had 2 consecutive quarters of negative economic growth in the last half of 2024. The accepted international definition of a recession. Now, Mr. Speaker, I'm not going to take the Parliament's time debating whether it's a recession or not. Because you know why, Mr. Speaker? The reality is that they're not in touch with reality. It is the reality. If the Minister of Finance can say $2,000 per month for 3 years can make you pay down on a pro box, it means they don't understand what is going on in the country. They don't understand. So I'm not going to debate this. Right? Internationally, it is known that 2 quarters lead to a recession. But there are different types of recessions. Your economic fundamentals can be strong and you have a recession. You can have a V-shaped recession, which is what the fall in COVID was, a V-shape. Quick fall, quick recovery. You have a U where you fall, take a little longer, and then you recover. You have a L where there are some countries in Europe, fall and them still a struggle. But it doesn't mean that because you have good fundamentals, you can't be in a recession. And on my definition, and I me make it up, but I'm not going to tell in the parliament here, because the reality, Mr. Speaker, is that the people are feeling it themselves. The people understand what their daily reality is. So whether you want to call it that or not, they are living that experience, Mr. Speaker.
My wisdom warriors, you hear it from Julian Robinson. Who watched the budget yesterday, my people? Who watched the budget? May I tell you, say, Julian Robinson show them up, because they said the Jamaica Labour Party, them lie, you know, them out here every day lying to the Jamaican people, and me can't understand how them not seeing it. How comes them not seeing it? You know, say Jamaica in recession? You didn't know that? Jamaica in recession. So when you hear Julian Robinson talk, a real thing him talk, real thing. This is facts. Andrew Holness just a fake it, a pretend. Andrew Holness a make it look like Jamaica is the best in everything. No, Papa. Not when it come on to healthcare. Not when it come on to economy. Not when it come on to crime. We all know what is going on, Andrew Holness. We all know what is going on. But the thing is, in a 2025, how so much people get tricked in a 2025? Does this mean Jamaican people, some of them, Lord Jesus, does this mean some of them really, they behind time, them the back of time, or what? Or what? What is going on? Why is this Prime Minister lying to the people? Why is he? Is it because the elite, them support him? This man is a liar. This man is a liar. And then you have the little Labourite blogger, them. Jesus mercy. No, man. I must pay them get. Are them just dunce overall? Dunce. Jesus, my wisdom warriors, take in this.
Some people say we're not a recession. There are other things that you have to put
let me explain that.
quickly.
Well, there's a difference between a slowdown and a recession.
But,
no,
we're in a recession. The National Bureau of Economic Research, which was created by Wesley Clare Mitchell in 1920, the greatest classical economist, tells us that a recession has 2 consecutive quarters decline in real GDP, and also we talk about sectoral diffusion. How many sectors? During the last 2 quarters, the 3rd quarter and the 4th quarter, 11 of Jamaica's 12 economic sectors declined. The industrial sector declined by 12%. Agriculture is down by 25%. We check the numbers. So we know that we're in a recession. And the fact that you are denying a recession, that is why you have not been able to develop the policies that are necessary to take us out of
But the folks who are denying the recession are intelligent people. It's not that me just get up and
No.
But we have to go.
No, but they are injecting politics in the debate. We're talking about economic.
You hear that, my people? Jamaica is in a recession. But what Andrew Holness don't know, them out here a fool and a trick the people. But the people, them should have know that. The people, them with upon the ground, you should have know these things. Do not listen to the Labourite blogger, them, you know. Don't listen to them, because most of them are get paid. Most of them, the Labourite blogger, they are get paid for wreck Jamaica and Jamaican people life. The economy don't grow, you know. The economy not grow none at all. So, I don't know. This is why the man I say, them a bring politics in it. But to him, it's not politics. I just them job. It's not politics. But Andrew Holness now I bring politics in it. And him I bring politics in it, because if he wasn't bringing politics into it, he wouldn't tell the Jamaican people the truth. But he's a lawbreaker, he's a thief, he's everything we couldn't think of, my wisdom warriors. So he not gonna speak the truth. And it's just sad. Really, really sad. Take a good look at my screen, my wisdom warriors. It has come to my attention that Foreign Minister Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith has announced the appointment of former Commissioner of Police Major General Anthony Anderson as Jamaica's ambassador designate to the United States of America. General Anderson will also be Jamaica's permanent representative designate to the Organization of American States, OAS. His appointment comes after Ambassador Audrey Marks revealed she was demitting office at the end of this month. Una see all them a bangarang now? Una see them a bangarang now? Anthony Anderson, former police commissioner, which is Andrew Walnes's cousin. You never know, say Andrew Walnes's cousin. Hey, whoa, there's allegations out there. You know, some have to put in that the part there. But it stinks in the street. Say Andrew Walnes's cousin. You see your life set, my wisdom warriors. This a man you know. How this a man you reach this? They don't have qualification. They don't have experience. But like they're not qualified. Andrew Walnes put some people in some position where they don't have no clue about. Them clueless. Why would you put a police commissioner over this as ambassador and all these things? It just don't make no sense to me. It just don't make any sense to me, my wisdom warriors. Una see say I just link and favoritism are go on. I just links. From you have links, you're good. And it is sad. And then we wonder why our country are crumble, and things now move up. Then we wonder why. Because if you can't have a health minister, yeah? A health minister, he's not a doctor. Him never work in a healthcare yet. Him never give an injection yet. Him not have qualification in a healthcare. My wisdom warriors. And I go put somebody like Christopher Tufton to be our health minister. What that show no? What that really show no? This is why we healthcare system no better. This is why. This is why the healthcare system get worse. Because then put somebody there when I have a clue. This person is clueless. Why Andrew Walnes never put Horace Chang then? Why never put Horace Chang? Horace Chang is a doctor. Why they never put Horace Chang? But guess what? Andrew Walnes put who he want put wherever who interests in that the type of position there. Andrew Walnes know what I do. Favoritism, nepotism. My wisdom warriors, wanna tell me what you think though? Anthony Anderson is boy, I don't know. This is a wrong move, you know. But Andrew Walnes must know why him do it. He must know why him do it, my wisdom warriors. He must know why him do it. But anyway, wanna tell me what you think? Put an honest opinion in the comment section. Like up the video, share it out, and subscribe to my channel. And if you're new to my channel, welcome my people. I want to run go over to my other channel. It is called the PNP News Round. Subscribe no, and get me to 5K. Tell a friend about Attack for the Press. Blessings upon blessings. Me I go catch you in the next video. One love.